students, so previous section we had gone through synthetic fibers. Today we shall start about plastics. Students, you are very familiar with the plastic articles that are used in our daily life, isn't it? So we are surrounded with so many types of plastic substances. So the toothbrush, the comb, your water bottle, your carrying bags, there is polythene bags, everything, most maximum of the things that we use are made up of plastics. So why we are using plastics? Because they are very comfortable to handle and they can be molded in whatever the shape we require for. So now let us see what are the characters of the plastics which makes the plastic so beneficial for the welfare of human life. Let's see. So the characteristics of plastics. First characteristic is plastics are easily molded to different shape, as I said. So plastics, they are the kind of polymer. Even the plastics are nothing but, so plastics are also polymers. So so many monomers together will make a polymers. So plastics are also polymers and they can be easily molded into any shape, isn't it? So if we have plastic, so we can shape that plastic we can take that plastic and we can make it into any desired shape. So if we heat the plastic and if we melt it, we can form that plastic into our desired form. So plastic can be molded into different shapes. So it can be molded, that means it can be made, okay. So the plastics can be recycled and also reusable. So plastics, they can be recycled. Recycled means it's a process in which we can use the used substances once again, okay. So aren't we using the plastic and we are recycling it? So for example, if we have a plastic pot, commonly used to say bingi, pot, pani ki bingi, right? So that if it has got a hole, so what we can do, we can cut the top of the nut and we can make a pot from that, isn't it? So hence plastic can be recycled and plastics are also reusable. So once if you consume the water from your water bottle, will you throw the bottle away? No, you will take that bottle, you will keep that bottle with you and you will carry the water for you for the next day. So hence plastic can be recycled and they can also be reusable. So next point, they are lightweight. So plastics are lightweight. So imagine students, in olden days there was a very very minimum use of plastics, and especially in the village side they used to carry the mud pots. So pots which are made from the soil or mud. So they are heavy in themselves, but along with that they used to carry water. But nowadays they are plastic pots. So we can it can reduce us the weight. So hence plastics are very lightweight, okay. That means they can be designed in such a shape that you can handle it very easily. The next one, they can be colored and shaped into variety of forms. So plastic is such kind of polymers to which we can add any of the color, any kind of color that we want, and we can shape the plastic material into any of the design, okay. So plastics can be, you might have seen the toothbrushes in your home. There will be different kinds of, all are toothbrushes only, but you can find variety of colors in the toothbrush and you can find variety of the shapes in the toothbrushes also. And all this is possible because of the characteristic of the plastic, that it can be molded into different shapes and it can be colored into variety. Next, so plastics are poor conductors of electricity. So it's a very good characteristics of plastic that has made so much of advantage for human welfare. So for example, if there is a electric shock at anywhere in your house, so to check whether the electricity is passing or not, what we will use? We will use tester. Tester, you know, it will be like screwdriver, but it will have a testing light inside hidden it. Okay, so that tester, front it will be made up of iron. Okay, back there will be plastic, so that we could hold. So the current passes only towards the iron, but it will not reach the plastic. So hence plastics are very poor conductor and hence they are very useful. Next, some plastics are heat resistant. So what do you mean by heat resistant? Heat resistant is nothing but, not all the plastic, but there are some plastics which are heat resistant. So which are the plastics which are heat resistant? For example, you have seen some of your lunch boxes or plastic bowls which are kept in the oven. Okay, such kind. So the plastic vessels which can be kept inside the oven or into which we can pour a very hot food or hot water, such kind of plastics are called heat resistant. So next, plastics do not react with air and water. See, you might have seen, if you have stored water in an iron vessel or iron pot or a steel pot, so after some days or after some weeks, you can observe that it will start rusting. Rusting means zankhana, that is commonly used to say. So it will start reacting with the water and the air present, and because of the reaction of the air and water, that particular vessel which is made up of either steel, iron, copper or any other element, so it there will be some holes in it. Okay, you might have observed that. But whereas in plastic pot, if you have stored the water in the plastic pot, so you can store that for not only months, you can store it for so many years. But even though after so many years also, if you see that the pot, it will be same as it is without any holes. So hence, so plastic do not react with air and water. Next, plastics can form wires and sheets. So with the help of plastics, we can make so thin wires from the plastics, and we can also make so thin sheets. So we are using so many thin sheets of plastic in our day-to-day life. For example, you will use the glass cover for your assignments or for your practical activity. For the report of the practical activity, you will put it the cover like structure. Even the cover, that is also a plastic. So that, and you have observed how thin it is. So we can make a very thin wires and very thin sheets of plastic. So these are all the basic and the common characteristics of plastics which have made so much of advantage to human welfare. But there are also types in plastic. So what are the types of plastic? We shall see now. Here are the two types of plastic. One is thermoplastics and the other is thermosetting plastic. Let's see what is thermoplastic. The plastic which can deforms on heating and bends easily. Such kind of plastics are called thermoplastic. So the plastic which can be deformed easily on heating, that means there are some kind of plastics vessels, if you produce heat for that, then it will start deforming. That means it will start melting and they can bend easily. Such type of plastics are thermoplastics. So they are not heat resistant. For example, polythene and PVC. So what is PVC? PVC is nothing but polyvinyl chloride. So PVC is nothing but polyvinyl chloride. So these polythene and PVC are the two types of thermoplastics which once can be deformed on heating and they can be bent easily and they can be made into any desired shape. Okay. So what are the examples for this? I will show you the graphic in which you can see the substances which are made up of this polythene PVC, that is thermoplastics. Now coming to this thermosetting plastics, the plastics which once molded do not deform on heating. So thermosetting, the name itself indicates. So thermo, here thermo is nothing but heat. Okay students, thermo is nothing but heat. Here they are not heat resistant, but thermosetting plastics, they are heat resistant. So these are the plastics which which once made, okay, once if you have made any kind of vessel or any kind of some object with this thermosetting plastic, they cannot be deformed even after providing heat also. If you provide heat also, then also it will not change its shape. So such kind of plastics are known as thermosetting plastics. So they are heat and fire resistant. Okay. For example, bakelite and melamine. So bakelites and melamine. These are the types of thermosetting plastics. You can see the uses of thermoplastic and thermosetting plastics where they are used in this video. So students, which are the two types of plastics? There is one is thermoplastic, another one is thermosetting plastic.
On heating, if plastic changes its shape, that is, gets deformed, then such plastic is called thermoplastic. Polythene and PVC are thermoplastic. These are used to produce toys, combs, and various types of containers. There are another type of plastic which once molded never change their shape by heating. These are called thermosetting plastics. Bakelite and melamine are some of such plastics. Since bakelite is poor conductor of electricity, it is used to make electrical switches, handles of cookers, and other utensils. Melamine have ability to resist fire and it can tolerate higher heat than other plastics. With this property, it is used to make floor tiles, kitchenwares, and fabrics that resist fire.
I hope you have now better understood about the types of plastics. So here comes the end of your chapter, that is synthetic fibers and plastics. So in the next class, we shall start a new chapter. Okay, complete the chapter notes as soon as possible, and I have read you a note. So to accomplish your notes within Friday, be ready for the correction. Thank you.